It's time for lunch money with Gina Savage and Christy Miller. We are your new daytime comedy talk show.
Good afternoon and welcome to Lunch Money. We are your new daytime comedy talk show. I'm your host, Gina Savage. Guess who I'm joined with?
Who?
Your host, Christy Miller.
Yes, bitches. What's up? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Is it though?
We say it all the time. Is it a happy Monday? You know, you want it to be. You want it to be, but then you look at the news.
Oh, don't even get me started.
You know what my theme song is? I don't know if I sang it last week.
Do you have a theme song?
Well, for everything that's happening now.
What?
Just,
What is
despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. And I know that's an old song, but fuck it.
It fits.
My sister and I were singing it today.
I love it.
Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. Didn't know I could sing, did you?
Oh, we did. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back with more tunes about how shitty the world is.
What's my theme song?
They say we're young, we don't know.
They say we're young and we don't know.
Won't
find out until we grow. Woo!
Woo!
I don't know if all that's true. You got me and Gina, I got you. Woo!
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 You know the story how we met is based on me having that dream about Cher as an owl.
Well, it wasn't how we met. That's how we came up with
Well, that's
the
how
alley.
it came, right? But
We
that's
met
how we
from
bonded.
Broadly
We
Funny.
really bonded
Yeah.
over that owl.
Yeah.
I'm like, I had a dream that Cher was an owl, giving wise advice, and then you were like,
Owl.
owly hoo, Chaz.
Owl.
Yep. It's still fun to this
Speaking
day.
of Cher,
I know,
her
I
son
heard.
is in that poor kid. Talk about getting
Kid,
all.
he's like 50 now.
I know.
Isn't he?
Yeah, but
Jesus.
talk about getting all your dad's DNA.
Oh, man.
Greg Allman, John Gale, one Gale.
Damn, dude, come on, man.
Bro, come on.
Come on, man.
Poor Cher. I mean,
Just the
she's
whole
had-
family's got like issues, and it's okay, it's fine, but like deal with them and like, come on,
Handle
you
your
have
business.
access to all of the absolute, the treatment centers and things, and there's so many people out there now like touting recovery, and you can get the help you need. And it's sad because
they're
it's mental.
rich kids. They don't know how to ask for anything. They don't know how to look up anything. They don't know how to stand on their own feet because they've had everything done for them because of their celebrity parents. And it's not like a fault, but it's just a reality.
Well,
John Gale, one Gale.
it's mental. It's just mental
Yeah.
illness running rampant.
Yep.
Rampant.
See,
Yes.
Cher, why couldn't I have been one of your kids?
We would have been. We together could have been great, great
We
share.
could have been
kids.
like backup singers for
backup
mom.
singers for mom.
Hey, what do? I backup sing for my mom.
That's right.
Cher, baby.
That's-
If I could turn back time.
yeah, I love that.
Oh, Will
From-
and Grace,
yeah.
yeah. And she's
Oh my
just
God,
like
no,
looking at
it's-
us. It's like, ugh.
He goes
gets-
no, and then do it. He
He
goes,
goes, no. He's like, ugh. No, it's towel.
yeah, it's from Will and Grace.
Towel.
It's such a funny.
Oh,
scene.
it's the greatest thing. And she's just staring at him. She goes, you're a fucking
You're a
great.
fucking idiot. It's fantastic, but I wish her well. And obviously, anybody going through some shit, I want to speak to you
Uh-oh.
about some shit that happened just
happened?
today.
What happened?
Okay, I call this moment unleashing on the unwell.
Unleashing on the unwell.
So I'm on the phone. As
She's
many
on the
of us
phone.
are in the busyness of our day.
Yeah.
I'm on the phone with my boyfriend, my stroke, explaining certain things to him on the phone.
Stroker ace.
And I realize that I'm on the Upper East Side and I look like one of those Upper East Side people that's just busy lives. But it's like I'm trying to convey something and I hear,
It's New York. Everybody's on the
Right.
phone on the street. Who gives a shit?
right, but I hear this.
No.
It's so something I would have said in a different, but I hear, nobody wants to hear it.
Was it Marla?
And get up. And I want my leopard pants back.
Did you
No.
read the book?
Did you read the book, Gene?
Gene.
It's our friend Marla. But
We love Marla.
yeah. No, it wasn't Marla. But I'm like, was that for me? I go, John, I'm gonna call you right back. I hang up the phone. I go, excuse me, are you talking to? Are you talking to me?
What are you, Robert De
Are
Niro?
you talking
to me?
Talking to me right now? She goes, yeah, nobody wants to hear it. I go, hey, look, crazy. Nobody wants to hear it from you. And then I start over explaining. I'm on the phone with my stroke victim boyfriend, and he needs my help right now. And you don't get to tell me. And she goes, nobody wants to hear it. And I go, you need to take your meds and mind your own business. How about that? And then I felt psychotic. But I got to tell you something.
Felt good, didn't it?
Felt really good.
Dude, there's nothing like unleashing on strangers in the street. Oh my God, I have so many of those stories. There was a couple years ago, it was like post-COVID, things were opening up, right?
Mhm.
And I'm coming off the train at the 49th Street stop. And there was this like family of 6, and I guess they were from Britain. They had an English
Right.
accent. And they were hogging the fucking turnstiles. You couldn't get in or out. And I go, fucking move. And she goes, oh my God, the fucking, fuck you, cunt. I go, fuck you fat cunt. Go back to England if you don't fucking like the way I talk to you, bitch. And I felt, child, that was better than sex. Let me just...
Sometimes right or wrong, you just have to, like, look.
Just unleash.
Look, the crazy was unleashing on me. I had a moment of crazy. Sometimes you just gotta let it go. You just gotta be the animal you are in the moment that it's you're just doing it.
Yesterday I was walking to the gym. What are the odds? And
every day,
every minute,
every day.
And I'm walking on 58th Street by the bridge, and there's a garbage truck on the street next to us, and somebody's not moving because the light turned green and they didn't hit the gas fast enough. Typical, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the garbage truck, the loud horn, and she's like, in front of me, and she's walking around with her hand in her ear, and I go, bitch, it's a fucking horn.
Yeah.
Relax. You're gonna live. It's New York. If you can't handle loud noises, just stay the fuck home.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
So I honked in her ear.
Yeah. Yeah, it is New York, and it's.
I love it, and I love the crazy. Is that wrong?
I have my days. Today, it's, I don't know. I'll take a poll from the audience.
Caller, are you there? Caller, are you there?
I woke up in I felt healthy. I felt good for the first time. The skin disorder is somewhat clearing up, and I'm feeling good. And then 3 hours later, I have one thing to eat, and I'm barely eating these days, but I have one thing to eat, and it's just disagreeable. And then I had to go down to my meeting, which I go to, and the whole ride in the subway car, I go, okay, am I gonna make it? That feeling, just like Tracy Morgan. Is that gas or is that something else? Like, am I having a? But like, why every single day?
Farticus.
Can't you just maintain feeling good for an entire day?
No.
Like, no, not after.
No,
I don't think
not
even after 35.
No,
I felt good every single day. I mean, I felt decent, but at some point in the day, there's like a moment, I'm like, do I have a headache, or like, why does my neck hurt, or you can't maintain.
Are the lights on?
The world's a crazy place, and that's why I like sleeping a lot more than I used to. I am like, when I just want to sleep. This doesn't mean I want to tune out. Just want to sleep off the crazy.
Yeah, but you know what though? I'm so weird that the crazy is the most entertaining thing for me. It really keeps me entertained throughout my day, and it makes me feel better about myself, knowing, you know what, I could be that guy.
Well, there's,
I'm a loser. I have nothing. My career's in the shitter, but I could be that guy. Could be worse.
Yeah, I mean, it could always be worse. and then
he's looking at me going, "Oh, her career sucks. I could be her."
Right. Invariably, whenever I've said it could be worse, it gets worse.
Yeah,
but it gets better. So last week I was supposed to speak.
Oh yeah, how was that? She went to speak at Rikers Island.
Well, I was supposed to speak, at Rikers. I was very ready. This was the second attempt at trying to go to Rikers. The first time something happened, they had to reschedule. And this is the second time, and I was told to wear certain things, one of which was I thought I could wear khakis or black or just not gang colors. And then I was looking over after we recorded the show. I realized khaki, you don't want to wear khaki. They're dressed in khaki, so you're not wearing the same thing that the inmates are wearing.
They're all Jake from State Farm.
I'm on 4 freaking hours of sleep after.
God.
I'm just like, I gotta go speak at Rikers. I'm in the shower. I'm trying to find the right thing to wear, and then I'm about ready to leave, and I have to meet the guy in Queens. And then I look down, and it says, unfortunately, we can't go to Rikers today. They're on lockdown.
Fucking assholes. Can't you just be on good behavior for one fucking day?
I'm coming there.
Yeah. Gina fucking
I'm
Savage is going to talk to you.
Talk to you.
You couldn't keep that shit to the side for later, like after 5 p.m.? You couldn't have gone crazy?
Straighten out your life.
Right? Now you're fucked. Now you don't get G.
You don't get me now.
No leopard pants. They didn't read the book.
They didn't read the book. I don't know what book she wanted me. I think she told me to read a book.
I don't know what
10
book
years ago. You know.
Who knows? Do you still have the leopard pants?
Something about don't. I'm sure it had something to do with trauma bonding and codependence.
Oh, so the life of a stand-up comic.
I mean, what is life but a massive trauma bond? Don't tell me, oh, you're in the healthiest. I can't with your healthy relationships. No. You think it's healthy. It's not. You've trauma bonded. Yep. Everybody trauma bonds.
Trauma bond.
That's my book.
Trauma bond.
Everybody Gina Savage.
Are you kidding? I'm going to introduce myself now from now on. What's your name? Bond. Trauma bond.
Trauma bond. That's going to be the title of my show.
Trauma
Everybody Trauma Bonds by That's my one-woman show. If you steal it, you're dead to me.
Your mama is trauma bond.
Trauma is trauma.
Your mama is trauma, girl.
But yeah, that's what,
It's New York, though, and New York would not exist without trauma. You cannot exist in this city, as crazy as it is, the high energy, the constant going. 9.5 million people on top of each other, riding trains, walking in the streets, driving in cars, honking, everything, all that shit without having trauma. If you're a normal person, this place will make you go crazy.
Yeah, you got to go back to whatever.
Go back to whatever rock you came out from because, sweetie, you have to be crazy to live here, and I'm fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Sweetie.
Yeah. All right.
See, I go into Cher when I lose my mind.
That's fine.
I just talk like Cher. Like she's what am I, Sybil? The people.
I love that.
Oh, I know.
The kids today don't know from Sybil. Was that Sally Fields?
Sally Field
played like 16 different personalities.
17 personalities.
17 personalities.
Yeah.
Look it up, kids, because it was like
it's
riveting
an amazing
television.
You want to talk about
day.
acting? That bitch turned it out.
She turned it out. The people.
The people. Oh, no, that's my favorite line. We'll be right back.
Be right back.
That's what I do when I get on the train. The people.
Okay.
Anyway.
Speaking of the people.
What?
This is a certain kind of depravity that I it's like an unspeakable type of depravity. I bring it up just to say that, like, first of all, there are new lows every day with what's happening in the world and the violence and the ice coming to, you just coming to your hey, and here you go, we're taking you down, and innocent people just getting arrested just by standing next to.
We have fake paperwork because we were hired by the government and we get $1,500 a head that we arrest.
So yeah, exactly. It's just
it's mutiny on the bounty.
It's just unspeakable. I can't.
It's the Hunger Games.
It's every man for himself.
Yep.
Before I get into this horrific story, what bothers me is, we're constantly being filmed everywhere you go. They know where you are with the phone.
Whatever.
But meanwhile, there's no transparency in government, right? We don't really know why they're doing half the shit they do. Except, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, they know where we are at all times, but we don't know where any of these people are that they took them.
Yeah.
Where's their phone?
Yeah.
Where's their TikTok? I should have a TikTok and show where they are so we can fucking.
Well, why can't our government? You're supposed to be working for us. You're supposed to be working for us.
That's
half the fucking country just said that no kings.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yep. There's a serious disconnect. And that's why the world is an empire since train. But let's move on. This is sick.
Yeah, I
And-
can't because I'll get very upset.
Yeah, because it's just politically speaking.
All I
don't
can
know a
say
lot,
is
but I do know I'm outraged.
No kings, only queens, bitch. What? Yes. That's what we need in the White House. A bunch of drag queens. Seriously, they would just make it so much fun to be in America.
So
Okay, what's the story?
this sick, yet another teacher,
Oh no! Oh no!
Brittany Fartenberry.
Fartenberry.
That
Hello, I'm Lord Fartenberry. Come, I now announce Lord Fartenberry.
it's Fortenberry.
Sure.
But the way I wrote it, it looks like
I like Fartenberry. That's her new name. It
should
stays.
be.
It's new and it stays. Sorry.
Here's the clip then. Here's the clip. We found it. Brittany fucking Fartenberry.
Lord Fartenberry. The king of
Yeah. First of
nothing.
all, I'm twisting and turning. Fortenberry.
Sure.
This piece of trash
Fartenberry.
took a bunch of teenagers and had orgies with them and made them wear scream masks. And then they found all sorts of like paraphernalia and when we talk about unleashing on the mentally ill, this would be a good one to unleash upon. The what you've done to the minds of those kids, and
Jesus
it just I can't even. And of course the husband. There's a husband.
There's always a husband. Was he in on it?
No.
Damn it.
Immediately
Divorced?
filing for divorce. Yeah, of course.
Oh well, okay. Because sometimes they're like, well, that's just a kink, and they stay together.
And, they'll find out, and like invariably they'll find out that she was abused or this or that. Or
I don't care.
that.
I don't
But,
fucking care. I don't
There's
care.
a point.
Get some fucking help.
Yeah, everybody needs help.
I don't care if you're abused your entire life. It doesn't give you the right to abuse other people. It's a reason. It's not an excuse.
Right.
And so what I have to say to Lord Fortenberry.
Fortenberry. I can't believe I did. That was a total Fortenberry, whatever. I did it. Can't undo it.
Well, she needs it. That's karma.
Yeah.
Fartenberry.
Yeah, I'm like Fortenberry. Did I just say that? Did I actually just say
Yes.
that? Yeah, she was having group sex, was wearing a scream mask. Now, I will say this, just as I digress.
At least it was a good movie.
Well, there was a man many years ago
Nothing?
that I used to say, like when he was like in his most excited with me, his mouth, I have to just turn the mic, his mouth would go like this. It would go. So I would say he's like the scream face boyfriend.
Yeah.
He had the scream face. I go, my friends would go, so did you see scream face last night? I go, yeah. Because that was the thing.
And if it was distorted, it'd be Stallone face.
Don't you always have nicknames for your guys? Like they always had a nickname,
God, I'm trying to remember.
Nickname.
Oh, before Steven and I got back together,
Yeah.
All that 10-year gap,
Ugh.
every now he would like pop up. I would talk about something that he was involved, like with him or whatever,
Right.
and all of a sudden he would pop up. So Teddy and I would, my
Right.
best friend Teddy Smith, and I would call him Beetlejuice, because any time we mentioned like a fireman
Right.
or Steven, he would pop up in my DMs, and I would just laugh and ignore it. I'm like,
Right.
oh, Beetlejuice just struck
Oh,
again.
that's funny.
Yeah, so he was Beetlejuice for about
Yeah.
4 years before we got back
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
That's the only one I can remember.
Yeah, I have like a couple of like, there was Bad Mike, not to be confused with Good Mike, who's married now and happy. But actually, Bad Mike is married. But like, I had a couple of Mikes, and
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Good, and they'll probably both wonder which one's which now. Well, they gotta watch
Well, they
this.
could.
They don't.
It
nobody's
depends on what day
watching
it
this.
is.
But
It's handheld mic now.
it's handheld mic. It's no mic. It's drop the mic is what it is.
Word.
Bum, ba, bum. But yeah, there were a couple of people like that. There was a Bizarro John Travolta.
Bizarro John Travolta?
Yeah, because his name was John, but he was like, I had a couple of Johns. And he was like, Bizarro.
You're like a prostitute. I had a couple of Johns. Hans
My
Point,
father,
baby.
that was one year when my father was particularly being obnoxious. He actually,
so
he goes,
that narrows it down to every day of his life.
he goes, I don't know what you're doing in New York. I think you're prostituting yourself in New York. I go, really?
Really, Dad?
I'm buying a $184 plane ticket to see you. It's not like I have like money to go first class.
I'm not going first class.
talking
I'm in a
about?
rent-stabilized apartment.
Talking about, old man. Crazy old man.
I wish we did prostitute. Why didn't we prostitute when we were younger?
Oh.
I had morals and shit. Now I'm like 50. I'm turning 55 in September. Whose dick do I need to suck to get some work? I'm tired.
Well,
Is that too much?
No,
Okay.
we just, like I keep saying, we just, you just keep throwing fucking
Shit against the wall?
Spaghetti at the wall. Spaghetti?
Biscotti.
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 All right, let's see what else I got. Oh.
No more faulting, baby.
All right, I have no show would be complete if I didn't mention that two of my favorite like UFO unidentified aerial phenomenon dudes, Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp. There's new footage of, but it's new to us, but it's 2020 footage of yet another like saucer-like UFO. And then just before I came here, I was listening to some old rant that Dan Aykroyd's very big into the.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, listen, I'm never gonna stop with it.
I'm not saying to, but I'm having, how my brain is. I'm thinking of all these funny things as you're saying.
Well, why don't you can say them?
No, finish your thought, and I'll say it after.
I'm just saying there's a flying
Dan
saucer.
Aykroyd.
There's a Dan Aykroyd. There's a fucking flying saucer out there.
What if it turns out that it's Greg Brady with the clothesline? And he fooled Peter and Bobby, and they were taking pictures of it in the backyard.
Really great. Yeah, that would be pretty cute. But maybe back in the day they did those things. No, there's some real.
Of course there is. If people think we're alone, you're stupid.
I know we say it all the time. I want disclosure. I want disclosure. I want us to stop fighting. Stop killing people for your agenda.
Yeah.
Your fucking agenda.
Yeah, genocide is not a good agenda.
All of your agendas.
Yeah.
How about when is human life gonna matter? Human life.
It's not gonna, as long as there's money and
for
power.
your agenda.
Yeah. How about for my gender, sweetie?
So
anyway,
I don't think we have much more.
Return my gender.
But
Sorry.
in these times, right?
Yep.
So recently I came across this thing about Nick Cave. Do I have time to tell this?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so Nick Cave, Nick Cave and Bad Seeds, Nick Cave, musician.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say about 10 years or so, I was kind of into like all things Nick Cave. I couldn't tell you really one song over like the names of them, but like just the moodiness of the music.
Sure.
So a clip came up of him talking about like he lost two sons. And I don't know the circumstances, but I know that's really tragic, right? Like we have these tremendous losses in our lives. And he lost these sons, and then someone wrote to him, and this clip just came up about hope. And so like I get really like, even in comedy, I just get really bogged down with like what's all the meaning of it all, and like what's it,
yeah, totally.
blah blah blah, and what are we doing, and why, what kind of change can we affect, honestly. And then this piece came up where he talks about hope being a warrior emotion, if I'm getting that right. Anyway, I would refer to the clip, and maybe we can refer to the clip when you're feeling down,
Send me the clip and I'll put it in the description box.
Because it does kind of make sense. Because as shitty as things ever got, there's always been a part of me. And that's, I think, why I've overcome a few things, and maybe what I could have imparted if I had gone to the prison.
Yeah,
of
course.
The shitty as it got, I knew that there is a way. There's still a way for us to I don't know, I'm
To
getting
dig
really
out.
preachy, but
No, it's just that there's always hope, and there's always a way out, and there's always light at the end of the tunnel. That's how I've lived my life. Like, just keep pushing forward. See, you have this sweet thing from Nick Cave about losing his sons and hope being a warrior. My go-to is the Sylvester Stallone Rocky Balboa speech about life is not all sunshines and rainbows. That's my jam.
You know what? Every
That
time I
is
see
my
that,
fucking jam, dude.
it's not about how hard you get hit.
It's how fast you get off the ground.
Yeah. You know something? That
It's
guy.
the greatest fucking monologue ever
I
written.
mean, he's a power of example of that in action too. Because his dad didn't like him. His mother was like, didn't even want to go to the award show unless a friend could fucking go with.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, imagine your son just fucking won. You know.
Yeah, I know,
I can't with
I know.
that.
It's gross.
We think.
Yeah.
We think. But
I think the
anyway.
grass is always greener when everybody just needs to mow their own lawn.
Just mow your own lawn. Keep your side of the street clean. Try
Yeah,
not to
just
kill
and
anybody. you
just be
fucking
happy,
fucks.
man.
Yeah.
I'm ready to like jump out a window with my life, and it's like, you know what, Christy, everything's fine. I'm just like, I think it's when I don't get enough stage time is when I start cracking. I
Yeah.
have to have stage time. I need it
For me, yeah. That I get that.
because that's my
That's your-
outlet. That's my outlet. Yeah, I have the gym, which is great, but I need to be on stage. It like calms me down. It makes me centered. Just seeing people laughing their asses off and forgetting their troubles for 45 minutes is amazing.
Yeah, you need that set that feels like, hey, I got out.
Like, yeah, I did that.
Right.
Like, I am somebody.
You are somebody.
Anyway.
Anyway.
On that note, oh God, this was a fun episode.
Fun episode.
You know, it was
You know,
sweet
fun-
and adorable, and
hopefully a little touching. Did we touch your hearts a little?
don't touch my butt, sweetie.
All right.
Fartenberry.
Fartenberry. F
Anyway.
that lady. She's going to jail.
She's
for
going
a
to
long
jail,
time.
and then she'll have her own orgies with her own masks in
Ugh.
women's prison. Maybe you could talk to her next time. Anyway.
The world is a vampire.
That's our show. Thank you so much for tuning in every week here at Lunch Money Talk Show. We are your noon daytime comedy talk show. We are every Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can watch us right here on YouTube, and you can also stream us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We love to hear you. We love to see you. So please leave comments under the videos. You know, hit like. It really helps the algorithm. Follow us on Apple and Spotify and here on YouTube, and follow us also on Instagram. You can follow Gina Savage at Savage in the City Pics. And you can also follow me as well at Christy Miller Comedy on Insta and all the socials. And even follow the show at Lunch Money Talk Show on Instagram for the latest clips and updates and stuff like that. So please, thank you for being a part of our family. Thank you for sharing your Monday afternoons with us, you know. And last but not least, don't forget to share the show. We love you. See you next Monday.
That's our show. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye now.